Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm planning in my B6 with this kit from ButterCremeStickers called Cozy Home that's very fall themed. I love the grays. It's kind of like a pinky browny dark gray kind of kit. It's in gold foil and yeah, I'm doing a bit of self-care planning, so let's get into it. So, I'm taking a little break from the Get to Know Me this week to just talk a little bit about self care, doing my self care plan. I had another spread that I tried to film in my regular planner, in my A5 planner, and the video got a bit corrupted, so I had to redo and do a new kind of plan with me. So, this is new, but yeah, this week at work has been just very wild. If you all have been watching my videos, you know that the last few weeks I've been like, work is stressful, work is stressful. It has been pretty stressful. So as along with many other people, I'm sure, when things get stressful at work, the first thing to go out of the window is me taking care of myself. I, have not been sleeping very well. I have not really been, eating at the normal rate. I haven't been, keeping up with my meal times and certainly not with my hydration. So I decided to do this plan with me in my B6 planner to kind of get in the habit of reminding myself of the things I need to do. So I'm just going to talk a little bit too about like work in the abstract. So I don't know if anyone else has this situation at work, but I have a work nemesis. Now, nemesis might be a harsh word, but I have someone at work who is just, hell bent on making my life difficult. I don't really know why this woman doesn't like me. I mean, I have some ideas, but it's just like it makes everything so much harder. And, I work in a field in tech where there's a lot of like younger folks, younger than me. I'm in my early 30s, who are just coming out of school and, haven't really worked in a traditional workplace or, had very many jobs. And so they don't really know like, hey, this is how you conduct yourself professionally. You don't do certain things in a workplace, tech or no. I think, people sometimes have an assumption that just because we work in tech, and tech is a very casual and kind of relaxed place. Like, I have worked at bond firms in Wall Street. I worked at law firms. So I worked in an accounting firm, and I worked at Ernst & Young for a summer. So I have been in all kinds of environments, and obviously those law firm, accounting firm environments are very kind of corporate by comparison to tech. It's very much a different environment. People dress up. I used to have to wear basically a suit every day, if not like a collared shirt and, dark slacks and heels to work. And so tech is very different, but I think people come into tech sometimes with like, it's so casual, I can just do whatever I want and say whatever I want. And I'm like, actually, no, it's still a professional workplace and like, we got to conduct ourselves professionally. So yeah, that's a bit of what's been making work feeling very stressful and just, awful and miserable. So I am trying to keep track of a few things related to self-care this week. Water and meditation are two things that I want to keep track of. I used to do the Headspace meditation, and I moved on from I was doing their course. So they used to have a course where you started off with 5 minutes and it got gradually longer. But I realized that it was, I was really struggling with the longer meditations and kind of beating myself up for not doing them. So I am back to the shorter 5-minute ones. They have also these kind of specific 1-minute ones. There's one for like calming down after you're getting upset or angry. I think it's like 2 or 3 minutes that I've been leveraging, when work gets stressful. So I am trying to make time to do that. Even if I don't do the traditional meditation, it's meaning like the one guided in Headspace. I've been trying to do one where it's just like I sit back, do all of the headspace things but unguided. So basically it's like you lay back, you notice your surroundings, you take deep breaths, and I think it's really been helping. Also water, my hydration has been slipping. So I am definitely tracking that. I know that I feel better when I'm drinking more water. I actually don't drink very much but water and like tea and, occasionally a glass of wine, some alcohol, but it's very much during the week. It's like tea and water. I am a bit of a tea fanatic. And I blame this again on my parents growing up. And I have coffee, since I just marked coffee. I'll have some coffee, but it's usually tea. My parents grew up in the Caribbean, as I've said, and they have a tradition of having tea every morning. So my house is stocked to the brim with tea. I have a ton of different teacups, teapots. And my friend Kat just recently got me these Japanese kind of tea set. It's these clear glass mugs. I think it's kind of a clear brownie glass, and some tea, some tea that Japanese green. I don't think it's green tea. I think it might be black tea. For my birthday, my father got me this very, very fancy kettle that you can like change the temperature on to specific temperatures for tea. So yeah, people in my life know me as a tea person. So drinking water, tea, going for a walk. This is one of the things that I definitely underutilize in my self-care, is the like just kind of mood changing, day changing power of going for like a 5 or 10 minute walk. Usually I'm like, okay, if I'm going for a walk, I gotta go for 30 minutes. I gotta make it a whole thing. How hot is it? How cold is it? But I've been trying to just go on these kind of short walks, just to one, get outside, two, to just reframe away from work, for a second, just be outside. And then while I'm outside, I'm like, hey, try to practice the meditative thing of noticing your surroundings. So looking at the trees, listening to the birds, wind. It sounds very new age and crunchy, but it really does help kind of take me out of whatever work stress is going on at the moment. So walks, sometimes I go with headphones, sometimes I don't. I don't know if anyone else who works from home feels like this, but I feel like I'm in headphones all day long, and sometimes I just can't at the end of the day. I've been trying to kind of break up my video calls from having headphones or not having headphones. The thing is, when you don't have headphones, people can hear, your surroundings when you're off mic. So if it's, the people above me are being particularly loud, or I've got the dishwasher or the washing machine going, I can't really be off headphones. But, I feel like having headphones in my ears all day is probably not a great thing for me, in general. So sometimes I try to go on a walk without headphones, or work without headphones when I can. I'm also marking that I'll be at the gym. I have really been slipping on my exercise. My trainer was out of town, and while he was gone, and again, work being stressful, I just haven't done any kind of exercise, even walks. And I'm sure that's contributing to the stress. Again, when, you're working super long days, my days have been 8 to 7:30 or 8:30, sometimes even 10. I have just been way too tired at the end of the day to do anything. It's even a 5 to 10 minute walk. First of all, I'm not going for a walk at 10 o'clock at night. Second thing is, I'm just I can't do anything but crawl into bed. So I'm trying to get back on my gym routine. I have time blocked off on my calendar at work to go to the gym during the day or immediately after work, so people don't contact me. But yeah, I really, I notice a difference. I got back in the gym last week. I met with my trainer, and my body is a wreck. So I can tell that it's been a while since I worked out because of just how rough I feel. I'm also marking my therapy sessions, and I'll be having some of those this week. Also a very, very helpful tool for self-care. I also started using this app called Dailyo. It's kind of a daily journaling app, and you can basically track your activities, mark like how you're feeling, your mood. So you make your own set of custom activities. For me, it's like drinking water, meditating, exercising, taking a walk. You can mark your like kind of relaxing stuff. So for me, that's usually planning or doing my nails. And you can mark a bunch of other things. And basically, it's kind of like a habit tracker journaling app. I mean, I wouldn't say it's journaling in that you're really writing down how you feel. You can add notes to your day. It's more of a tracking, I would say, because you're kind of just ticking things off. But I think it's really helpful for me to kind of keep track of, you know, okay, so we didn't have as much water as we did and our mood was terrible. Like, what does that tell us? We probably need to be drinking more water and getting outside. So yeah, so Dailyo is what I've been using. It's actually really great. I like how customizable it is. They give you some options, but you can definitely change them to whatever you want. I also have been a little bit slacking on my skincare, so I am marking that I will need to be doing my face mask and my medicated kind of face lotion, what they call it, a night cream. Night cream feels so like a little bit older to me. I remember when I used to go see my grandmother. She had a night cream, and my sisters and I like smeared it all over our face once, and she made us wash it off. But yeah, it reminds me of like grandmother kind of skincare, so that's why it feels a little bit weird. But it is kind of a like an acne control face cream that I get through Curology, which has been really, really helpful. But you know, again, when I'm super tired, slacking on it, and then, you know, it stresses me out, and then stress, you know, acne and all of that kind of combines and comes together into a vortex of stress. So the weekend I'll be sleeping in. Love weekends for that. I usually try to give myself time to just not do anything on the weekend. My activities are pretty much cleaning, and occasionally I'll go for a little hike or walk, but it is just, you know, complete downtime because the weeks have been so stressful. So Saturday I'll be doing bath and another face mask. This one will be a hydrating one versus the one the day before, which is kind of more of a cleansing one. And yeah, weekends are pretty chill. I would say my apartment, it takes me about half an hour to kind of clean up everything. Laundry takes a little bit longer, but it's definitely very low stress. So yeah, and Sunday we will probably be going on maybe a little hike depending on how hot or cold it is. I prefer cooler temperatures. Thank goodness it is October. That means it'll finally start cooling down in California. Maybe. This past weekend, it was definitely in the high 80s, so we'll see about that. But yeah, I'm just gonna have a relaxing weekend. And I'm so looking forward to that. So thanks all for joining me for this B6 plan with me. I haven't been in my B6 for a while. And if you're new, please feel free to click like and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time. Thanks. Bye.